So I'm going to give you a top 10 predictions list I think we'll be potentially releasing in the near future for the Tomashinations SH Figuarts and the Medicom Mafex lines. Both the companies of course have a star-studded lineup for their comic book and superhero movies in Marvel and DC. So nothing on this list is officially announced or prototypes haven't been shown either. So this is just a fresh new one I've compiled based on the history, current lines available, and just pure guess. So the first one I think is still quite some way off, but it is on the cards, is an SH Figuarts Captain America Brave New World, of course the Sam Wilson version. This is a movie set for early 2025, and with that new suit unveiled, I think they're just going to follow the timeline of the MCU and just give us a figure for each of the new movie. We've seen of course Falcon Infinity War as well as Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They did miss the opportunity to do the cap suit at that time, but I think this will be the right moment to promote it and bring hype to the movie closer to the date. The next one, I'm staying on the MCU all the way back to Captain America the Winter Soldier. Black Widow is due to be released for the Mafex line since they haven't done one yet. With the releases of Captain America and Bucky Barnes from the Winter Soldier line so far, another cap has been scheduled, and I think it's about time we have a Natasha Romanoff from this movie. And we could potentially see an Infinity War and Endgame version as well, but I think Captain America the sequel would be a good fit for this version at the moment. In terms of the DC line, a small chance we'll see an SH Figuarts Supergirl from The Flash, the movie in 2023, having just released The Flash himself and Batman last year. I think this is a nice trio to kind of set up and complete the DCEU line for this film. Medicom eventually will have The Flash since there is a prototype shown, and since there are no DC movies for a while, this is an opportunity to extend on their DCEU. Staying on the SH Figuarts, my guess is there's going to be a Dr. Octopus for Spider-Man No Way Home. It is a tricky one since they've done all the Spider-Mans and Green Goblin already. They may have moved on with the timeline. However, I think the villains were such a pivotal role in this movie, especially a popular one like Doc Ock. And I know Medicom have started the No Way Home line. It's going to take a few years before they get their villains out. And if Dr. Octopus is getting a release, I can only guess it will open doors for other ones like Electro. Next one I'm certain, and that is Mafex will eventually give us Wonder Woman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Since they have released and announced every member so far, so Batman this year, Flash early next year. No prototypes have been shown, but these are characters that have been some of the best sought after figures in recent years. The new ones obviously have improved sculpts, new accessories, effects have been added as well, so I'm going to expect the same for the Princess of Themyscira. As for the animated line Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, this is something that SH Figuarts have been building recently, with the 4 characters already in the movie with Miles, Gwen, Spider-Man 2099 and Spider-Punk. So the next one I think is going to be Peter B. Parker. So we've seen a few companies release him already from the previous movies, but this is the chance for SH Figuarts to finally have their own, and possibly with Baby Mayday Parker. It all depends, maybe they'll save some for the 3rd installment, but if they were to release more from this animated movie, it will be him. The next one is a comic book version for Medicom Mafex, as I'm predicting a Superman for Return of the Superman with the original colours of his red and blue suit. So the Man of Steel with the long hair returning from his death, having already seen the likes of the Black Suit version, Cyborg, Steel, Eradicator and the upcoming Superboy. This would be on the cards, and to me this is the look I think does bring back a lot of memories, especially for the 90s comics, as this is one of my favourite looks. So Medicom will likely announce one to complete the line. And Medicom Mafex have already announced the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and the Integrated Suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. So the most anticipated one now left is the Amazing Spider-Man. So since SH Figuarts have already done theirs, all eyes will be on how Mafex one will turn out to be. Most importantly, if they will get the license to release the unmasked head sculpt of Andrew Garfield. And we know they've already done the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the past. So they could possibly release this under the title of his solo movies, just to use the likeness. But either way, it's going to be one that's going to be highly sought after when it does eventually release. And I believe there will be another Deadpool for the next Deadpool movie. Of course, the next movie hype for the MCU. So this announcement will be released by Tomashinations. We've seen the previous 2 with different colours of the suit. Of course, the second one included the whole set of weapons like the guns. So I expect the same for this one with the different suit. Hopefully an unmasked Wade Wilson head sculpt will be included for the first time, and what better time of course to pair up with number 1 on the list. And the moment we've been waiting for with the first Wolverine, an SH Figuarts for Deadpool and Wolverine, the first live action version with the original comic colours in yellow and blue. And I'm not sure if it would have worked in the previous movies, hence we haven't seen any of him wearing that in any of the figures. So with the introduction of the MCU and Deadpool, I think this is the right time. So I expect the unmasked look, possibly the mask as well, and that would be a missed opportunity if they don't. This one alongside Deadpool is pretty much a done deal, as Tamashinations have released every single Phase 5 movie figure so far. So the next one in line is Deadpool and Wolverine. So that is my predictions. Only time will tell if they will be officially announced by Tamashinations as well as Medicom. But which one on the list are you most interested in? You can comment down below. And what other characters would you also like to add? Stay tuned to more related to the SH Figuarts and Mafex lines, and thanks for watching.